WSAM.com.
6:35. It's your NATO Summit special. How well do you know NATO? My wife was somewhere the other day, out in the suburbs, out in Green Jakers, and she happened to mention, start chit-chatting with this one guy that owned this store, and she said, yeah, this NATO thing and all, and he said, what NATO thing? He had no idea. It wasn't on his radar. He wasn't coming into Chicago. It wasn't on his radar. I don't know how he missed it. Dave on the Tri-State. Dave, you're on 89 WLS.
Hey, Jake, how you doing?
I'm fine. Yourself?
I'm doing good. Got up at 4 o'clock this morning so I could listen to you as I drive through Chicago, man.
Oh, that's good. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Hey, we could avoid all these idiot protesters and, well, actually, idiot hesitant state. Don't these people know what teleconferencing is? Give them a WebEx subscription or a GoToMeeting subscription.
Well, for people who are very concerned about the environment and global warming and all that, there seem to be many, many huge airplanes with very few people on them.
Yeah, I know it. I mean, even my company that I work for, and I'm just a truck driver, man, whenever we have to get together, we video conference.
Yeah.
Now, I'm sure, a Banana Republic can afford a laptop with a, web computer, webcam.
Now, as far as the protesters, I don't want to lump all the protesters in one basket. For example, Jim mentioned earlier in the news about the people who are protesting about the cuts for, mental health in Illinois. I understand why they'd be doing that. Sometimes our priorities aren't straight.
In a way, they're not. But then again, when you give all the money away to the union bosses and stuff in Illinois, what do you expect? I mean, money doesn't grow on trees. Although Ben Bernanke thinks so.
Well,
I guess I shouldn't lump all the protesters in. I'm talking about these Occupy people. I mean, did you see on the news the other day where the people in the neighborhood started getting upset and coming out to greet them?
Yeah, it's a Chicago welcome.
Not just nothing against people that live in Chicago, but I'm glad I don't live in Chicago, man.
All right, Dave. You know what we're going to do? How well do you
know NATO?
All right, here's the question for you, Dave.
All right.
Is this a NATO head of the country, or is this an NBA player? Here's the name: Abdullah Gul.
I'm going with the NBA.
Sorry, he's the head of Turkey.
Oh, well, all right.
He's the head turkey there.
Yep, I hear you.
Take care, Dave.
See you later, Jake.
Bye. Yeah. Okay, there you go. Abdullah Gul. If you happen to see him, bow to him as the prime minister of Turkey. Speaking of the protests, I don't know how closely you're watching TV or the press. I have my own little guerrilla marketing going on. For those of you who follow me on Facebook or Twitter, it's twitter.com/Jake Hartford or Jake Hartford on Facebook. I have this guerrilla marketing, and I want to get my name out there. So I've talked to my son and a couple of his friends, and they don't want to be in the big main protests where there may be head bashing, but they want to be in the outskirts where the media is taking pictures. We have signs out. And the punchline of the sign is the sign has two messages. One is like a personal thing on top, and then the tagline on the bottom. The tagline is Jake, and this is in capital letters, block style. Jake Hartford did this to me. So, for example, one sign will have on top, I lost my home, and then you'll see in the block letters, Jake Hartford did this to me. My kids hate me. Then Jake Hartford did this to me. So be watching for that in the different coverage of the protest. You may see it here or there. Because my goal is not just to be seen in Chicago. I'm hoping the international media picks up on this and it flashes around the world somewhere in one of these NATO countries. Remember, look for the sign like, I have a yeast infection, Jake Hartford did this to me. Or a woman carrying a sign, my husband has a 4-hour erection, Jake Hartford did this to me. My 25-year-old is still living at home, President Obama did this to me. Anyways, Dr. Bob's time.